Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at the present continuous tense. First, we're going to revise the different types of the present tense. The first one is, as we saw on the last lesson, the simple present tense. And simple present tense is used for actions that occur daily, that we do every single day as a routine. The second one is the present continuous tense. This is the tense we're going to be looking at today, and it's mainly used to describe actions that are happening right now. The third one is the present perfect tense. We use this tense for actions that have a combination of something that hasn't been completed in the past or that has started in the past but still not completed until the future. The last one is the present perfect continuous tense. This tense has a combination of perfect and continuous features. So the action has been started in the past, but it's still going on or continuing in the present time. So let's start our lesson on the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to describe activities at the moment of speaking. That means ይህንን ቴንስ የምንጠቀመው አሁን የምናደርገው ነገር ሲሆን ነው። ሊትራሊ እያወራን ወይም ሊትራሊ at the present moment የምናደርገውን አክሽን ዲስክራይብ ለማድረግ present continuous tense እንጠቀማለን። On the last lesson እንዳየነው simple present tense የምንጠቀመው for an action that's happening daily ሊሆን ይችላል, but is not happening at the time of speaking, not now. But the present continuous tense, we use it to literally describe an action that's happening right now. For example, if I were to describe what I'm doing right now using the present continuous tense, I would say, I am teaching. If you were to describe what you're doing right now using the present continuous tense, you would say, we are learning. So that's how we use the present continuous tense. So let's look at some examples. The first one is, I am brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth right now. አሁን እየተደረገ ያለ አክሽን ነው ይሄ። I am brushing my teeth ካልኩ literally brush እያደረኩ ነው ማለት ነው አሁን። She is going to school. ይሄም አሁን መንገድ ላይ ናት ማለት ነው። She is literally going to school. That's what it means. When we look at the form, when making the present continuous tense, verb to be ወይም helping verbs ይኖሩናል, and then the verb form verb ing ነው የሚሆነው። ስለዚህ ሁሌ present continuous tense ስንጠቀም verbaችን ላይ ing የግድ መጨመር አለበት ማለት ነው። Let's look at the forms. The positive form is subject, am, are, or is plus verb ing and then object. Let's look at the first example. The subject is I, the helping verb is am, the verb ing is brushing. That's how we would use it. The second one is negative. When it is negative, subject am, are, is ይቀጥላል። እዚህ ጋር ግን የምንጠቀመው ምንድነው ኔጌቲቭ መሆኑን ለማሳየት not. We add the word not, and then verb ing and then object. The next one is question. Question ሲሆን helping verb ወይም verb to be ሁሌ ከፊት ነው የሚመጣው። am, are, or is ሁሌ ከፊት ይመጣል, and then the subject continues, and then the verb ing and then the object. Let's look at this with more examples. Continuous formation. Form ስናደርግ እንዴት ነው? I ሁሌ የሚወስደው helping verb am ነው. Every time. I don't say I are, I is አይባልም. I am. And then the verb ing, which is working. You ሁሌ የሚጠቀመው are ነው. You, we, they ሁሌ የሚጠቀሙት are ነው. And then verb ing. He, she, it ሲሆን ደግሞ ሁሌ የሚጠቀሙት is ነው ማለት ነው. And then verb ing continues. So you have to know this formation. ይሄን information በደንብ መያዝ ይኖርባችኋል. You have to know you ካላችሁ በኋላ are መምጣቱ. You is ካልን it wouldn't make any sense. Now we're going to move on to the uses of the present continuous tense. The first one is for activities done at the moment of speaking. We use the present continuous tense for activities we're doing right now. አሁን የምናደርገውን action explain ለማድረግ ለመናገር we can use the present continuous tense. For example, I'm trying to do my homework. That means I'm doing it now, at now. The children are sleeping. The children are sleeping right now. አሁን የተፈጠሩ አክቲቪቲዎች ናቸው ማለት ነው እነዚህ። The second one is for future arrangement. We have seen this in the past lesson when we were talking about the use of the simple present tense. ይህንን ተናግረን ነበረ። In the future happen እንደሚያደርግ ሹር የሆናቸውን ነገሮች we use the present continuous tense to describe them. So let's see an example. He is taking a day off on Tuesday. Tuesday ስራ አይሰራም ማለት ነው። day off አለው። In the future ነው happen የሚያደርገው ግን happen እንደሚያደርግ ሹር ስለሆነን we can say he is taking a day off on Tuesday. The next one is on stative verbs. Stative verbs የሚባሉት state of being ነው የሚገልጹ አንድ ነገር መሆንን የሚገልጹ ናቸው። እነዚህ ቨርቦች ላይ ing ወይም present continuousን አንጠቀምም ምክንያቱም at now happen እያደረጉ ስላልሆነ። Let's see an example. I understand you. We can say that. እኔ እረዳሻለሁ ወይም እረዳሃለሁ ማለት እንችላለን። We cannot say I am understanding you. ምክንያቱም understand ማለት it's a state of being. አንድ ነገር አሁን understand አድርገናል ማለት in the futureም understand እናደርገዋለን ነገም understand እናደርገዋለን። It's something that continues. It's a state of being ነው። ስለዚህ for this kind of verbs we never use the present continuous tense. We use the simple present tense. We can say I understand you, but we cannot say I am understanding you. The second example also shows this. This cake tastes wonderful. The taste is something that's going to continue. So we cannot say this cake is tasting wonderful. We don't say that. Let's take a look at a few stative verbs. Verbs of thinking and feeling are stative verbs like believe, ማመን, dislike, know, like እነዚህ የሚቀጥሉ ቨርቦች ናቸው። It's a state የምንሆነው state of being ነው። አሁን ያን ነገር ሆነን ነገ የሚቀየር ከነገ ወዲያ የሚቀየር ነገር አይደለም ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ለእነዚህ ቨርቦች we always don't use the present continuous tense. The next use is for something which we think is temporary. ይሄንንም when we were talking about the simple present tense አይተነው ነበረ። temporary ለሆነ ቶሎ ለሚያልቅ ነገር we can use the present continuous tense. Let's see an example. I'm working in London for the next 2 weeks. ለሚቀጥሉት 2 ሳምንታት ለንደን ነው የምሰራው። limited ነው. Only for 2 weeks. If I say I work in London ብል that means permanently ለንደን ውስጥ ነው የምሰራው። እዛ ነው መስሪያ ቦታዬ ማለት ነው። ግን I'm working in London ካልኩ even for the next 2 weeks ባልኖረው I'm working in London ካልኩ you have to understand temporary መሆኑ permanently የምሰራበት ቦታ ያ አለመሆኑን መረዳት አለብን ማለት ነው present continuous tense ሲሆን። The next one is for something which is changing, growing or developing. በየጊዜው የሚለወጥ የሚያድግ ነገር ሲሆን we can use the present continuous tense. For example, the children are growing up quickly. The climate is changing rapidly. ይህንን በየጊዜው የሚቀየሩ ነገሮች ስለሆነ we use the present continuous tense. Let's see some examples with sentence construction. Let's look at the positive sentences first. እነዚህ ሴንቴንሶች ለሲምፕል ፕሬዘንትም የተጠቀምናቸው ናቸው። ስለዚህ ልዩነቱን በደንብ አድርጋችሁ ማየት ትችላላችሁ። ሲምፕል ፕሬዘንት ስንጠቀምና ፕሬዘንት ኮንቲኒየስ ስንጠቀም ምን አይነት ለውጥ እንዳለው ማለት ነው። Let's look at the first example. Anita is writing a book. Anita ምንድነው የምንጠቀመው ፕሮናውን ለአኒታ? It's she. she ስለሆነ verb to be is ሆነ ማለት ነው። They are watching a movie. they ሲሆን ደግሞ are ሆነ። I am doing some exercise. I ሲሆን ደግሞ am ሆነ ማለት ነው። ኔጋቲቭ ሲሆን ሌላ helping verb አያስፈልገንም። Already verb to be ስላለን we just add not. Anita is not writing. They are not watching. I am not doing. not መጨመር ብቻ ነው የሚያስፈልገው ማለት ነው። ጥያቄ ስናደርገውም እንደዛው ጥያቄ ሲሆን we always have to start with the helping verb, the verb to be. ስለዚህ is Anita writing a book? You can get rid of this. እዚህ ጋር ማጥፋት ትችላላችሁ። እዚህ ጋር እንደዛው is Anita writing a book? Are they watching a movie? Am I doing some exercise helping verb ሁሌ የሚመጣው ፊት ለፊት ነው ማለት ነው። So let's wrap up by looking at some common mistakes. The first common mistake we see when we are using the present continuous tense is we forget to add ing. ብዙ ጊዜ ing መጨመር እንረሳለን። Let's look at the example. I am write a blog post. እኔ blog post እየጻፍኩ ነው ለማለት ነው፣ ግን write ብቻ ካደረግነው it doesn't make any sense. am ተብሎ are ወይም is ተብሎ verb ላይ ing ከሌለው it doesn't make any sense. meaning የለውም ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ይሄ ትክክል እንዲሆን writing ማለት ይጠበቅብናል ማለት ነው። I am writing a blog post. The second common mistake is we use the wrong form of verb to be. ትክክለኛውን verb to be አንጠቀምም አንዳንዴ። Let's look at the example. He are studying for his exams. He ብለን ግን የምንጠቀመው verb to be ምንድነው? Is. He is studying for his exams. So we have to use is. The third one is with stative verbs. ቅድም ያየናቸው stative verb ላይ አንዳንዴ present continuous እንጠቀማለን። እሱ ደግሞ it doesn't make any sense. Let's look at the example. I am knowing the answer. We can't say that. I am knowing the answer is something that's grammatically incorrect. We can say I know the answer. That's what we can say. So this is the lesson for present continuous tense. Now let's move on to some practice questions. The first question says to change the sentence to its negative form. The sentence is he is carrying a big stick. Subject እንደምታዩት he ነው። helping verb is አለው። So this is simple. Negative ስናደርግ sentence ምንድነው የምንጨምረው? The word not. So let's look at the sentence that has the word not. በትክክል grammatical usage. The first one, he was not carrying a big stick. Was እዚህ ጋር የለም. That's incorrect. He doesn't carry a big stick. Doesn't አያስፈልግም። simple present ላይ ስንጠቀም ብቻ ነው doesn't የሚያስፈልገው። He isn't carrying a big stick. ይሄ ግን ትክክል ነው። He is ላይ not ተጨምሯል. He is not carrying a big stick. So C is the answer. Next question. In sentence to its interrogative form. The sentence is I am playing tennis now. እዚህ ጋር question ሲሆን እንደተነጋገርነው ሁሌ መጀመሪያ ላይ መሆን ያለበት helping verb ነው። ስለዚህ helping verb እንፈልግ። do እዚህ ጋር ያለን helping verb አይደለም፣ አያስፈልገንም። ይሄ choice automatically ይወጣል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ it's either B or C. Am I playing tennis now ወይም am I playing tennis now? Simple present ሲሆን sን እናውጣ ነበረ question ላይ። እዚህ ጋር ግን አናውጣ። It makes sense ing ሲኖረው ብቻ። ስለዚህ am I playing tennis now? C is the correct answer. Now let's do some multiple choice questions. Are blank going to school? አሁን እዚህ ጋር ማየት ያለብን helping verb ምንድነው? helping verb are ነው። ስለዚህ with this helping verb ደግሞ የሚሄዱት subjects ምንድን ናቸው? The first one is they, the second one is we. she የሚሄደው ከማን ጋር ነው? is. they እና we ስለሚሆን the answer would be she is not blank home until Monday. እስከ ሰኞ ድረስ ቤት ሄዳለ አትሄድም ነው ሴንቴንሱ። ስለዚህ የምንጠቀመውን verb እኔ ኮንቲኒየስ መሆን አለበት፣ ምክንያቱም is አለ እዚህ ጋር። she is not go ማለት አንችልም። she is not went ማለት አንችልም። she is not goes ማለት አንችልም። ሁለቱ simple present ናቸው። ይሄ ደግሞ past ነው። ስለዚህ she is not going. That's the correct answer. The next one, they blank to the party. አሁን እዚህ ጋር የምንጠቀመው helping verb ያለው ምርጫ ውስጥ ስለሆነ የቱን መሆኑን በደንብ መፈለግ አለብን። ከኤን ጀምር are ብሎ comes ይላል አይደል? are ብሎ ግን ing መኖር ስላለበት ይሄ wrong ነው ማለት ነው። is coming ይላል። they ብለን ግን is አንጠቀምም። is ለday አይሆንም። ስለዚህ ይሄም wrong ነው ማለት ነው። C are not coming. ይሄ ትክክል ነው አይደል? are plus not plus coming. C is the answer. Are come, we can't say that. So we use they aren't coming to the party. This is it for today's lesson. Thank you for listening.